Alright, so before we get started with our main activity, here are 10 random fun facts about yoga. 1. Male yoga practitioners are known as yogis, female practitioners are known as yoginis. 2. 1 in 3 Americans have tried yoga at least once. 3. Yoga is the most commonly used complementary health approach in the United States. 4. There are more than 100 styles of yoga. These include Hatha, Hot Yoga, and Aerial Yoga. 5. Yoga is over 5,000 years old. 6. The word yoga comes from the Sanskrit language and literally means union. 7. Yoga was introduced to America in the 18th century. 8. Yoga classes used to be just for men. Women were not invited until 1937. 9. Yoga is now actively promoted as a sport. And 10. The first yoga mat was created in 1982 by Angela Farmer, who used carpet underlay to create a sticky surface while teaching yoga. Hey everyone, thank you guys so much for tuning into Boys and Girls Club. My name is Mr. Sergio, and today we're going to be talking about Triple Play. Triple Play is basically our game plan that we've created to tackle the mind, the body, and the soul. It's a dynamic wellness program created by Boys and Girls Club to help youth members reach their full potential when it comes to health and wellness. And it's basically pretty much P to the max, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's get started. Hello everyone, welcome to Intro to Yoga at Boys and Girls Club. Today our members will practice mindfulness and balance by learning how to regulate breathing with movement in this introductory yoga lesson. To begin with, members will sit on their yoga mats, upright with their legs crisscrossed. We're going to try to reset and refresh before the main activity today by practicing a unified breathing technique. Members can use this refreshing breathing technique to free their minds of anything that they were thinking about before this activity. The way that it will work is everyone will breathe in for 3 seconds, hold their breath for 1 second, and breathe out for 3 seconds, and we will only do this by using our nose, not our mouth. So remember, we will only be breathing in through our nose and breathing out through our nose. This will allow us to just focus on breathing, and that way it will also not distract any other members as they're focusing on their breathing. So it is very much a silent activity. Talking or making noise can interrupt our other members. Alright, so we can put our hands to our chest, one hand to our chest and one hand to our stomach so that we can feel the air going in. So let's breathe in, 1, 2, 3, hold, breathe out, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Hold for a second. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Hold your breath for a second. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Hold it for a second. Now exhale, 1, 2, 3. Great job, everyone. I really hope that breathing exercise helped us calm down and get our energy to relax. I hope it got rid of any anxiety or any stress that we were feeling. You can always use these breathing techniques, not just in yoga, but in any aspect of your life. All right, next we're going to continue with one more breathing pose. So let's sit in a comfortable seated position, crisscross preferably. Once we inhale, we're going to feel our belly expand like a balloon. So we're going to inhale deeply. And then we're going to exhale and make sure all of our air deflates like a balloon. So inhale, and exhale, and we'll keep going. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. All right, great job, everyone. Now that we're done with our breathing techniques, we're going to start with our main yoga activity. So we will begin by starting off sitting crisscrossed, and we will slowly transition to child's pose. So for child's pose, we're going to kneel on the floor with our arms out in front of us, and we're going to put our bottom on or near our heels. We're going to make sure that our knees are spread apart and that our forehead is touching the floor. And we're going to breathe in deeply, and we're going to exhale. So we'll breathe in, breathe out, and we'll keep repeating that for a few seconds. So breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. And let's keep holding this. Let's keep our breath steady. Let's breathe in and breathe out. Good job, everyone. Now we're slowly going to make our way up. We're now going to do mountain pose. So we're going to begin by lifting our hands up slowly. Let's stretch up tall. Keep our hands up, reaching towards the sky. Let's relax our shoulders. And let's make sure that we bring our belly button towards our spine. We're going to hold that for a few seconds. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to put our hands together. We're going to bring them down slowly. We're going to bring them all the way down. We're going to bring them down to our sides. Our hands should be open towards the sides. And we're going to hold this for about 10 seconds. All right, so we're now going to get on table pose. So we're going to get on our hands and knees. So now when you came to the floor on your hands and knees, we're going to bring our knees hip width apart, and our feet are going to be directly behind the knees. We're going to bring our palms directly under the shoulders with our fingers facing forward, and we're going to look down between the palms and allow our back to be flat. So we definitely want to make sure that we're not arching our back. We want our backs to look like a table. We're going to hold this for a few more seconds. Make sure that you're practicing your breathing technique, breathing in deeply, exhaling deeply. All right, so we're going to stay in table pose and transition in cat-cow pose. This will focus a little bit more on breathing. So we will exhale and drop our head and arch our spine. So you will bring your chin to your chest. And you're going to arch your back. Once you inhale, you go back out into table. And as you exhale, you bring your chin to your chest and you arch your back. So let's exhale. Let's inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. All right, so we're going to stay in table pose and we're going to transition into facing downward dog. We're going to start by tucking our toes under and letting our knees off the floor while keeping our feet hip distance apart. We're going to push backward into your hips and heels, and you're going to push down and back with your entire hands. We're going to relax our neck muscles and look back at our feet. So you should be looking directly between your feet. We're going to hold this for 10 breaths or 10 seconds. All right, one last inhale, one last exhale. All right, so now we will transition to Sphinx pose. We're going to begin by lying down with our hands under our shoulders. So we're going to lay down flat on our stomach. we're going to make sure to use our entire arm to keep it flat, both of our arms to keep them flat, and lift ourselves up like a sphinx. You want to make sure that you're not using just your hands, but using your entire arm so that you can lift your torso up all the way. So again, your arms should be flat. Your entire arm should be touching the floor, and you should be holding that position for a few more seconds. Good job, everyone. So now we're going to slowly get up. Let's get up slowly. And once you're standing up, we're going to start with mountain pose again. So we're going to bring our hands up slowly. Let's bring them all the way up. And once they're up, we're going to hold that. Let's stretch up far, reach for the sky, stretch as much as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, now we're going to fold over and we're going to try to touch our toes. We're going to hold that for a few seconds. Make sure that you don't feel any pain. If you feel any pain, please make sure to stop and maybe go back to child's pose. We want to make sure that we don't feel any pain when we're doing yoga. We don't want to push our limits. All right, so now we're going to get back on the floor on our stomachs for a cobra pose. We're going to begin by lying down with our hands under our shoulders. And we're going to lift our upper torso with our hands, just like we did for Sphinx, but this time we're doing a cobra, and we're not going to use our entire arms, but just our hands. So we're going to lift up as far as we can, and we're going to gaze forward and up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, everyone. We're slowly going to stand up now. We're going to bend one knee in a lunge. So we'll bend any knee that we want to use, and we're going to lift our arms up. And this pose is called Warrior One. Your knees should not be touching the floor, and you should be lifting up as high as you can. We're going to count to 10, and once we're done, we will move on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, good job. Now we will wrap up our yoga session with corpse pose, also known as Shavasana. So we're going to lay on our backs. We're going to lay flat on our backs with our arms out to the side, our palms facing up, and our feet are going to fall open. And we will now let go of any controlled breathing that we developed throughout our practice. Thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you had as much fun as we did. So we're now going to bring our hands together. Our hands are going to go to our forehead, reminding us to have clear and loving thoughts. Our hands are then going to go to our heart to remind us to have clear and loving intentions. And lastly, we're going to bring our hands to our mouth to remind us to have clear and loving communication that we set out into the world. We hope you guys had a lot of fun. Namaste. See you guys later.